Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Bolt, on another video. Well, got some news for you. Tomorrow is the last day of school for me. So obviously I'm very excited, but there's actually more to the story, so keep watching to find out. So, that's right. No more 10th grade after tomorrow. You know, crazy to think about it. School year, in my eyes, it went by pretty good. Not only was it fast, but I was able to maintain straight A's for both semesters. I'm taking a honors course, so instead of a 4.0, I have like a 4.125 because instead of like an A equaling 4 points, it's now equaling 5 when calculated with a GPA. So, but yeah, excited. But, the thing is, the last day of school really makes me reflect on the school year because, you know, it's the end and just want to look back through the journey I had, 10th grade, just think about the ups and downs, like, really the parts that went well, like, the fun parts, the parts that I would totally just do all over again, you know, because they were fun and I enjoyed it. And then the not so fun parts, I'm like, thank God I got that over with. But, and not only that, but of course I gotta give mention to friends I make along the way. I have made a few new buddies this year, so that was totally it was exciting. Actually, I believe I played with Aldrin with on Doors, if you can remember, if a couple of videos ago. So if you haven't seen that video, get out. So yeah, yeah. So it was just crazy. There was quite some crazy moments, like the fire alarm going off like twice in a single day. It's like crazy, man. I'll tell ya. But there was certainly the fun parts, like making friends. Also, robotics. Robotics was a huge win, because the entire history of the school, Mission Bay High, this year we have done the best. We have gone the farthest into the competition that we ever have. So it was super exciting to be part of that. I'm certainly proud of myself and everybody involved. Yeah, just a great season. So, yeah, so that was one of the major ups. And then, of course, there is the downs, such as, the annoying tests that, I have, everyone has to take tests. Not ideal, but, they happen. Although I remember one time in engineering where we had to take a group quiz, calculating a truss bridge, the joints. It's called, I believe it's called method of joints. If you're familiar with that, if not, you can look it up if you want. But at first I found it difficult, and unfortunately, the way it was graded is one person was randomly selected to be for the whole group, and unfortunately we did not do very well. I'll tell you right now, we totally bombed that test. It was not great. We got a hardcore F on it. It was like it totally slapped my grade silly. But I was lucky I managed to recover from that by individually retaking the test. And I did much better. So yeah, that was one of the struggles, really trying to raise that grade because that one test completely wiped it off the face of the earth. it was not pretty. Also, there's a few times in chemistry, because it's a very content rich subject. There's a lot to it. We really, with the entire year, we really only scratched the surface of actual chemistry, because there's AP Chem, college chemistry courses. You can get a whole entire career based off chemistry. It gets very involved. We barely scratched the surface, but I did personally enjoy it. It was fun, watching the reactions happen. We also had a torch, a Bunsen burner, I believe that is what it's called, make like the fire, and we put a stick with some substance on it, and it caused the fire to change color to like green, purple, red. It was like awesome. Like, you really should have done it. Should have been there. Totally cool. And then, but there's, of course, the boring bits, obviously the note-taking, and you can't really do experiments without knowing the basics, on paper, or, by doing paper, homework. I really didn't have homework, so, or just basically assignments, textbook, yeah, you got to do the boring bits to get to the fun bits. Yeah. So it's exciting, but also, the tests. I wasn't a huge fan of taking tests because, well, I mean, who really is? So newsflash, I'm not a fan of taking tests. Who knew? Yeah. But, so yeah, overall the year went by pretty well. I'm mostly excited, but, then a little mixed with a little bit of sad, because, like, it was a great year. I had one of my friends in PE, yeah, in robotics, great season. But, yeah, it was all, next school year, it's going to come up. And hopefully that goes just as smoothly as this year, I should say. But yeah, so, so I'm going to, tomorrow is a minimum day, meaning that instead of getting out later in the day at 3:30, now they changed it. They now start at 8:45, so now we get out at 3:30. Instead of getting out at 3:30, we get out at 2 o'clock. 1:59, but I mean, it's close enough to 2. It's like by the time you're out the door, it's gonna be 2. So, but yeah, and I'm gonna have a great. I'm gonna just try to enjoy my summer. Maybe be able to post more videos because I got more time. Definitely go visit family. Yeah. So I just have a great summer. Hang out with my friends sometime. Play Microsoft Flight Simulator. I also want to buy a 3D printer, which I'll definitely make a video on that when it arrives, and I've set everything up, including the slicer and the print settings, because it's involved. You gotta set up the printer, the settings to make sure it works properly, and you get good prints. Like, there's bed leveling. You gotta level the bed, and there's all that extra stuff. So I'll definitely make a video once I got that thing up and running, and yeah, I mean, if you want to ask me any more questions about, the school year, you are absolutely welcome to ask me anything in the comment section below. I'll try to reply if possible, if I see them. But yeah, I guess that really concludes this video. I don't know, I might be able to post this video today, if not tomorrow, the day of we get out of school. So by the time you see this video, if it's the 13th, if it was released on today, the 13th, then tomorrow is the last day. But if it's the 14th, that's the last day left. And likely, because when I come home, it's gonna be summertime. So if it's the 14th, then I'm on vacation. Well, on summer break, enjoying myself. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Anybody else who's out of school, I hope you enjoy your summer. Yeah, and I guess if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave a like. Also, ask me anything you want in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be about the school year. It could also be about the 3D printer or whatever you want to ask me about, or you're questioning, curious about. Ask me in the comment section below. And like that, I will catch you on another one. Peace.